I think now it is working. There was some network problem earlier. Can you use an 18 CSC examination? I got Indian Police Service as my service and my cadre is Tamil Nadu. Currently, I'm on UL. I've done my foundation course. I'll be joining my phase 1 language. It shows what mentality you have in your society and your just wait a minute. Am I audible now? Video is working now? Okay. So, for social issues and other such topic, I had sociology, so that helped me a lot. You can also refer to vision material. I refer even for international organization, internal security, border management, terrorism, these issues, uh, money laundering and all that. I found there's a issue with the network. I'm trying my best. Doing anything. I don't know. Wi-Fi is also not working. Okay. Yes, there is a network problem. I'm trying my best. Limit नहीं खत्म हुई है. I've connected to other devices. Okay, so for ethics lexicon, and I have my classroom notes. Also, I was a student of Jamia Hamdard Residential Coaching Academy. So there also some classes were there, polity and ethics and IR, which were helpful to me. So these are the sources. And for current, I read the Hindu, I did Ankit sir current affair classes, and I followed the Vision Monthly magazine. Also, I referred to PT 365 and Mains 365 of Vision for revision purpose. I also made my own notes while I was reading Hindu, especially on IR, and that also helped me a lot. Now something about answer writing. So now you have to write the answers. You have to continuously write for 3 hours. Now there are 7 papers and 2 the language papers. So when you are a beginner and you are starting to write the answers, reading daily newspaper will help you a lot. You will see the article, how they are written, especially the editorial. Editorial is a commentary on a topic, and it has an introduction, body and conclusion part. So it is a very good example of how you should write one answer. So I'll suggest you to read newspaper a lot, read editorial, and take like points from that. You'll learn how to write an answer. Initially it will be tough, but with practice you're going to be at ease. So don't worry if initially you face some problems. Now you should use simple words and write short statement. You don't need to write long statements or complicate it. So use simple word, write short statement. Structuring the answer, I think it is very much needed. I think it is must. So I used to write answer in the format of introduction, body and conclusion. Most of the people do that, and I found it as a best format. Now in introduction, you can use like data, you can use definitions, you can define the term given there, you can give current information related to that term, or you can talk about its historical relevance or origin. Your introduction should be crisp, two lines, 3 lines, not more than that. Now coming to the body should be according to the demand of the question. If the question has subparts, then your body is also going to have subparts, and you're going to address each part in your body. So you can use pointers here, you can make flowcharts here, you should address each subpart of the question in your body part. So you should write the important point first, and then you should write the other points. Save 1 or 2 points that you will use in conclusion. Your conclusion should be positive, and give 1 or 2 strong points while concluding. That should clear your position on the very issue. Now I'll talk something about presentation. For making your answer presentable, you should underline the headings, the subheadings, and the important lines, important statement or words you're trying to highlight. You should underline them. You can box them, and there should be clear headings and subheadings. Also, while you're writing the introduction, then you're coming to the body, so change the paragraph. Okay, so your intro, body, conclusion should be presentable and should be visible. Now you can use watch for practicing. So try writing an answer under 7 minutes. Okay, and before the exam, give full test and try to complete the paper. So you have to complete the paper. If you're giving 7 minutes, you have enough time to read, to give a glance to your paper. That way you will understand if the paper is tough or it is not very tough, and which questions you can attempt first. Obviously attempt the 15 markers first, because you have to score as much as you can. So for 10 marker, you can write, limit is 150 words. You can write 130 to 140 words. For the 15 marker, write 220 to 225 words. Prioritize the 15 marker and give 7 minutes to each question. Also, when you're going to write the exam, you can warm up yourself, like write for like 10 minutes before going to the exam. Before entering the hall, you can write for 10-15 minutes. Now there are some terms used in the question, and many aspirants have asked how to address them. So I'll talk about these terms. If the question have critically evaluate, then you give the both sides and end with the side you agree on. So you're critically evaluating the issue given there. If the question says give an account, then you have to give a detailed description of the issue. If the question says comment, then you give major points and you tell that what opinion you have on those points. If it is about critically examine, then you give the details and facts that are very important and the reason why you think these details and facts are important. Okay. If they say compare, then you have to give the similarities and differences between the issues that are mentioned. If the question asks you to analyze, then look at the issue and look at its different parts and look at it deeply. Okay. If it says demonstrate, then you have to give examples also here. If the question says discuss, then debate about the issue and give the for and against part also and conclude. In conclusion, you can also take your side. If it says explain, then give the detailed account about how and why about the issue. Okay. So these are some of the terms used in the question. I have tried to address it, how to approach it. Now I'll talk something about how you should brainstorm. You have read like your quality of answers will improve when you have a lot of content. So initially you feel you don't have a content to write, don't get demoralized. You keep on reading and you keep on gaining content to write in the answer. So once you are ready, you read the question, you brainstorm, you go to the rough page, you write whatever points are coming into your mind, you write it for 10-20 seconds, then you structure it, prioritize what points you're going to write first, and then you create a structure. So this will take 20, 30 or 40 seconds. Now you're going to write the answer. When you're writing the answer, then there are points that will come to your mind which you have left while you were brainstorming. So those points you can add to your body and also to your conclusion. Okay. So you have to maintain the speed and your handwriting. So you shouldn't start with writing, relaxing and right, and that handwriting of yours. Now use flowcharts. You can use bullet points. If any question is left in the end, like 2 10 markers are left in the end and you have got 5 minutes, skip the intro, skip the conclusion part, just write the body part, and that too in pointers, in flowchart. Just try to give as much as you can. This I have done and this has benefited me. If one question is left and only 1 or 2 minutes are left, I'll skip the intro conclusion. I'll just bullet points, I'll write whatever I can. So this will help you. Completing the question paper is very necessary, so focus on that. Now while you are practicing your answers, use different kind of pen, okay, and choose the one which suits you, which is smooth, which suits you, and carry that to your examination hall. Okay. Giving test, yes, it is very important. Either you join a test series or okay, so you should join test series also. Okay, there's some funny comments coming. I won't be distracted. I think people have a lot of time. So I'll come to the questions. There were questions provided to me, and these are from the aspirants. When to start answer writing for mains? I think you should start immediately after your prelims or your prelims result. You should start answer writing. Now, how to start for the beginners? I've already told you. Initially, you will lack content, but don't get demoralized. Keep writing. Focus on structure. Focus on presentation. Content will come to you eventually. Keep reading. Now, handwriting matters or not? If it is not, like examiner cannot make out what you have written, then yes, it matters. So it should be legible. One should be able to read what you're writing. That only matters. Beautiful handwriting or these things, I don't think that matters a lot, but it should be readable. Now somebody asked how to approach these terms, critically analyze or critically examine. I've already told you about that. Somebody asked about mixed language. If I have Hindi, I can use English terms. So many Hindi newspaper use English terms. They write it in Hindi. But I can't say if you should do it or not, because my medium was English. So I can't comment on this very well. Okay. Somebody asked that whether they can write quotes in Sanskrit if their medium is English. I think that is not an issue, but you should explain the quote also. What does it mean? Now committed and serious about it. Sit for 3 hours, write 20 questions, write 10-15 markers, write 10 markers. So that's how you're going to approach it. Practice, you need to go for it. You have to do it. Now somebody asked about any ideal structure is there for answer writing, or you should proceed with the demand of the question. So I've already told, writing a structured answer, introduction, body and conclusion, that is good. I think you should do that, and your body should be according to the demand of the question. Now about data usage. It is good for your introduction. Data you can use. If you don't want to use it or you cannot remember a lot of it, still you will have some data from your economic survey, from budget, from indexes, rankings, India's ranking and all that. So anyway, you can use it in your introduction or in your body. Now about current data, somebody asked how to use current data in your answer. Use it in your introduction or your body. Like India's ranking in various important indexes, then data on women and child condition, then economic data, sector wise also, overall also, and data from survey and budget. These are easily available. You can make a list of it, economic data, then about women and children, then about other things, India's ranking, and you can keep it handy. So you'll memorize it when you'll read again and again, and you can use it in your answer writing. So that's all I wanted to talk about. I've given the book sources, book list, and I've also talked about answer writing and the queries provided to me. I've tried to address that. That's all from my side. It was a wonderful session. I am glad I was able to help you all. I never thought I'll do this, but if my experience in any way it's helpful to you, I'm glad I can be of help. So thank you so much. Good night and take care.